Welcome to Witch Yes, a podcast for casual conjurings, witches in training, and your neighbor who never took down her Halloween decorations.
Are you literally looking at me while you say that?
I'm looking
crazy.
at all of these bats.
Okay, there are bats up in my house, but there were way more. So these are the bat survivors.
Okay.
I'll have you know. Okay?
Mm-hmm. An elite race of bats.
It
could not be
is.
caught.
There's only like 1, 2, 3, 4,
5,
5 bats in.
6.
No, I counted him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Where
7, 8.
More? Oh, shit.
She lives in a haunted house, which we're going to get into in a minute.
It's beautiful. I'm Alicia Herder.
Oh, I'm Terra Cat.
Yeah, I know. You got to say it for the people.
I apologize.
What if someone's new?
Whose house is this?
Whose house? It's Alicia's house. And Marcel. Alicia and Marcel's house. But I think the bats really, there's no art to put there yet. So they really like
the window.
They really add something to this blank space.
Yeah,
They break it up.
Found an acrylic painting you'd like to hang in the window.
Hey, they're cute. Also, you don't even decorate for Halloween, so you can't come knocking at me.
I'm not knocking at you. I'm trying to put a
knocking with
spotlight. You're literally okay. Let me read that again. A podcast for ... ellipses. Your neighbor. It's for you.
Oh, it's
You're
for
on
me.
the inside.
The podcast is for me.
Wait, what are we talking about today?
On today's episode, centaurs. Centaurs?
Those guys?
Yeah. Half horse, half person.
Okay, good.
All sex appeal.
That's what I did the research on.
Okay,
Thank
great.
God.
We're going to find out. I'm excited to learn more about it. Hi, how are you? You're in my house.
I'm in Alicia's house.
Isn't that so exciting, you guys? Don't you guys love it together? Do you feel the chemistry? It feels different. Sexual.
It's very
romantic. Yearning.
What was it? Love, passion, freedom.
We watched Moulin Rouge, so it is love, art, freedom, beauty, and love. Yeah. That's us. Welcome to my house. It's full of bats.
It's full of bats. There's a lot more art on the walls than the last time I was here.
Yes, thank you. It has been a year.
There is this little woman.
Who, Artemis?
That is running around.
Yes.
And it's just like a lot of dynamic energy I'm not used to.
No, really, with the dog, you're not into like the dynamic energy.
Oh, that's not true.
Yeah.
Because she's always kind of itching and scratching.
Because I feel like your dog is probably more energy. She's just having a moment. She's excited to be recording. She's a witchy, spooky ass cat.
She's got zoomies.
And we've already harnessed her magical energy today because we are recording on Litha. So happy solstice to everyone. Do you want to tell the children what we've been making, what we've been up to?
In moments, we will be interrupted by a magical spell that Alicia and I have been crafting over the past 24 hours. It was a double day spell.
It was.
So Alicia and I are making wish bread. Have you babies heard of this?
No, I hadn't, so you should tell them.
Okay, so wish bread is a bread that you make in the process of creating wish magic. Depending on whatever recipe that you do, I make focaccia wish bread because you can put any kind of seasoning or flavoring in it. You can make it sweet, make it savory.
I put chocolate chips.
And throughout the process, you sort of reaffirm that this bread has the potential to cultivate energy around your wish, and then you eat it. And you don't have to eat it all in one sitting, but every time you eat it, it's kind of a reaffirmation of the reality of your wish inside your body and also inside reality. It's like kind of taking this idea that wishes are these things that live inside our head, right? And we do things in reality kind of trying to actualize them. But by externalizing your wish so that it exists in a physical object that then you can take back into your body changed and having touched reality, I think that I'm hoping I get my wish. That's
nice. It is like a physical manifestation of your wish. Mm-hmm. Instead of it just being all ideas, it's like, this muffin is fucking ride or die. Me and this muffin with chocolate chips, we're going hard. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. This is it for me.
This is it.
This is it. And then that also means we're almost halfway through the year. Or
yes.
We are kind of halfway through the year. Half to Christmas.
That's my New Year's.
Shit.
The time between Christmas and New Year's does not exist.
No.
La Befana, don't even come here. I'm not home.
Not dealing with it. But you've been in Los Angeles. Are you having fun?
I'm having such a lovely time.
Lie to me.
Oh my God. You want me to lie? This place fucking sucks.
You want me to lie?
You are such a gracious host. Alicia picked me up from the airport.
Of course.
I had a little headache. She was like, let's get some food. She feeds me and then immediately takes me to get a spray tan, which eliminated my headache.
We were just pale. We were never sad.
Yes.
We were just pale.
So Alicia and I have tan girl names. Do you want to talk about your tan
my
girl
gosh.
identity?
I mean, you have to have like a wild girl inside of you. And so my tan girl name is Nikki. And it's probably like an eye with the heart, you know, Nikki. The last eye, not the first eye. I guess she has multiple eyes. And then tell us your tan girl name.
So I'm Cece.
Oh my gosh. Nikki and Cece, you guys, can you even? These bitches are out to someone's going to arrest these girls.
They should be. They're
should
committing
be.
crimes. I was just thinking, I was like, okay, Nikki and Cece, they finished high school.
They finished high school. Barely.
And they
Barely.
went to, I assume, a trade school of some kind. What do you think?
A trade school?
Initially.
What do you think for learning? With my hands?
You don't think you learned to cut hair?
Oh, okay.
That
you're
is a
right.
trade.
I consider hair cutting an art. To me, that's art school.
Or MFA. I feel like I went to culinary school, dropped out,
Wow. Okay.
which is fine.
That's fine.
Then I took some time off and eventually went to community college and maybe picked up some kind of, I don't want to like be misogynistic and say it's clerical, but there's some element of like dental hygienist. And Cece, she's not nice to you.
No.
She's rough with the floss.
Yeah.
But
The Yelp ratings are bad.
yeah, and she will ask you a lot of personal questions. And so in this way, she extracts information from you.
And your teeth.
She takes them too. And she's also a witch and she uses your teeth
Oh.
for magics.
Wow. See, I feel like Nikki's kind of different.
Okay, tell me.
See, I don't know if she didn't go to hair school immediately. I think she had like a little bit of a super tramp kind of thing going on.
Super tramp? No, our super tramp.
You know, but like a beach girl who like lives in her van. Like one of those.
Does she surf?
No, but she knows how to lie in the sun.
Okay.
She's very good at that. She's very good at waving at boys. Very good at getting a free meal out of a boy. She's got a lot of talents. And so she did that for a while. And then maybe she was like, it'd be nice to have roommates, have a place.
Oh, toilet?
But I feel like she met up with her friend, like Rhonda or something. And Rhonda was like, you should do hair. Let me teach you how to do hair. So she's been doing all this like back alley haircuts and shit like that. for money.
She did not go to school, but she
she
went
did
to
not.
the school of life.
She went to the school of hard knocks and learned how to do hair. And then now she's like, I love like these girls who are changing the features of their faces, like the Botox, the filler, whatnot. You want some back alley Botox? I got a girl.
Oh, yeah.
I got syringes. You know, I took her a few times. She will bruise your face, but bruises go away. Like $7 a syringe. That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
There are women that do Botox out of the back of their vans.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
And their names are Nikki with an I. And then Nikki and Cece, this is our time together. This is so cute. Cece makes all these delicious treats, like the wish bread. Cece's sober now. So that's really the only reason why they aren't both in jail.
Yeah.
Because you would be Nikki's handler.
I do think that like going sober for Cece,
Changed the course of her
it
life.
really, and I don't think it was like anything like super insane happened, but like her rock bottom is maybe a little bit higher than others. But now she's like super into it.
Yeah.
Maybe talks about it too much. Do you smell the bread? Can you smell
I smell the bread. It smells so good.
It's really good.
It's like the olive oil on it and everything. You saw the cat just went into the kitchen.
Oh.
She smells the bread.
She's like, my wishes.
She's like, I can't wait to eat it all. She'll probably eat some of it.
But yeah, I mean, Los Angeles is a wonderful place and it's so sunny and lovely. And Alicia's an excellent host and chaperone. And
Thank you.
oh, and then tonight
Yeah,
we're going on a spooky boat tour.
we are. We're going to be on the Queen Anne.
So your ears did not deceive you. You did just hear them say Queen Anne, but these girls have Pokemon on the brain, and they did mean the Queen Mary. So before you Los Angelinos and Long Beachers come and at us, think about the Queen Mary every time you hear Queen Anne.
This like ocean liner. Think Titanic, but not at the bottom of the sea. It is parked at the port.
I have to wear a different set of shoes.
It's at the dock, you guys. It's fine. But it's supposedly haunted, and we're going to hear all about it. And then we'll share it with you guys because we have to.
Okay. So I remember when we went on our Salem tour and we were by one of the houses, and I think it was probably that I was hungry, but I got this horrible chest pain when we were standing by that house, like horrible, cold, sharp pain in my chest. And then it eventually went away after we like left that area. And so like, obviously I have magical powers.
I mean, duh.
But
psychic.
But I wonder like if we will feel anything.
Ooh, I guess we'll find out. See how in tune we are. See how sleepy you get. That's really it. It might just be the sleep.
Oh.
And now it's time for our wish bread.
I gotta go check.
What a lovely little ringtone. Mine are always like waking up the fucking dead.
Can you do a couple impressions? Also, we were doing impressions
Of people, of the people we love.
It was mostly like, my sister's like this. And you know how my husband's like this.
So we hope you all are having a wonderful summer solstice and Litha. And you know something that would be truly great to think about on your summer solstice?
Oh my gosh. I mean, to reaffirm your relationship to magic, expand on your curiosities, hop on all of those like New Year's resolutions that you've been wanting to do, supporting women-owned businesses and engaging in deep research and learning.
We love to learn. Right? I don't know. I'm Nikki, so I'm starting to doubt it.
Come back. No, you're Alicia. Alicia, remember. Get above the tan. Stay up here with me above the tan.
The tan's bringing me down to my like troll monster that I want to be. But anyways, tell us about this beautiful Patreon that we have.
Oh yeah. So to do that, to accomplish those things, you can become a Patreon member. For $5 a month, you get access to 2 extra episodes a month. You have access to an entire back catalog of over 150 episodes, ever expanding hours and hours and hours of content. We have like video content on there. We have so many cute, like strange episodes.
Very strange.
Alicia and I kind of use it as like, this is witch, yes. So there's a lot of witchy and occult content, but it's also like weird UFOs and weird celebrity occult stories and like weird histories of weird guys that like keep popping up in the history of witchcraft. And like our episode about cursed tablets, one of my favorites. There's just so much that is maybe not enough for a full-length episode, but is so interesting and like really kind of connects the dots for a lot of these larger topics.
And all of it's very strange, strange and fun. And last week we talked about creativity magic. You put part 1, but it might be the only part, right? Because didn't your mic die?
It did. And then we said we were going to talk about it again. We could talk about it after this.
Oh, we'll find out. And then next week, I don't know. We haven't figured it out yet. So that makes it really fun.
I'm sorry.
So we've been on vacation. I'm Nikki.
She's
Cece.
We're Tan.
We're not that prepared. But dude, whatever it is, it's going to be great. It might even be about the Queen Anne boat tour that we go on and what spooky stories we can tell you.
That is actually a brilliant idea.
Nikki. Cece. Artie. Okay. So let's talk about centaurs.
Okay, you brought this topic to us. So
I brought this.
How did you come here? Why am I here?
Because centaurs, I feel like they pop up. You know they're like half horse, half man. But why? And that was kind of it. Like, what fucked up little horse girl from Kentucky
A pervert.
thought about this and is into it, you know? And that's where I'm like, I need to know. I need to know more. There must be a history to them because they exist.
Yes. Yeah.
Or this idea exists. So like, where did it come from?
Things don't kind of like just pop up out of the ether.
No.
They are a response to something.
There's an origin story to everything. So I wanted to find out the origin story.
To talk about this perverted horse girl. My
Yeah.
first question is
Braces. Pigtails?
sweat pit stains.
Yeah, but she doesn't know to use deodorant yet. She's at that weird age.
Yeah, yeah. Her mom's like not ready to talk to her about puberty.
No, but like needs to. Like 2 months ago needs to.
So my first question, are centaurs hot?
Follow-up questions. Is it bestiality? Answer one question at a time. We're
Okay.
getting ahead of ourselves.
Hold on. Bring it back. Okay.
Are they hot? Okay.
So I have a
They're
list.
usually like buff, right?
Yes.
But
so,
let me hear your list,
okay.
please.
So first off,
Okay.
tall.
They are tall.
They are tall. So something I learned for this episode is that horses are measured not in inches or feet, but in hands.
Oh.
You have to be so many hands. It's like Smurf rules, 3 apples high.
Okay.
And there are rules about whether an animal is a horse or a pony based off of how many hands they are.
Okay.
So a horse, and not a pony, is at least 14 hands high, which is measured from its hooves to its withers, which are its
Whose
shoulders.
hands? My hands are smaller than someone else's hands.
This is, you don't have
But with
people talk about-
acrylics, my hands are huge compared to yours
well,
now.
how many feet are in feet?
12 inches?
When's the last time you saw a person with 12-inch foot?
Whoa.
Cece, she's got the questions.
Dude, Cece went to college and dropped out.
she
but-
has a degree.
But she wins.
She has an associate's.
That's important.
Okay. So, and this very reputable website, Horse Illustrated, said that 5 hands is roughly 56 inches tall. So I'm 62 inches tall.
Okay.
And as I wrote this, I ran downstairs to measure how many inches it was from Mike's hip bone to the top of his head, which is 32 inches, which means if Mike were just the bare minimum height for a centaur, he would be 88 inches tall, which is over 7 feet.
Is that too tall where you're like not sexy anymore?
Well, so Wembanyama
Who?
from fucking the Spurs, that giant Frenchman, the giant skinny Frenchman.
From the Smurfs?
No, from the Spurs, the San Antonio Spurs. He's 7'3".
I was like, how many apples is he?
Depends on the apple.
Okay, and he's hot? I don't know who
No.
this is.
But I just like, if you were to look at him and consider.
Wait a second. I'm asking if the taller they are, the less hot they get.
Well, this is what I'm saying. It's like, I'm sure it depends on the person.
Okay.
There's some massively tall men where I'm like, I get it. And then there's some massively tall men, or even some people that are just 6 foot, where I'm like, oh, I don't. This is uncomfortable for me. But this is just my first point on hot or not.
Okay, got it.
Often, number 2, often shirtless. So if you put centaur into your search browser, and I fucking dare you to do it,
I'm doing it.
unless you are a female centaur, which are called centauries or centauruses, these horse titters are out.
But if you're a girl, they're not?
If they're a girl, you're not. You usually
Sexist.
have like some sort of bra of some kind on. Mermaid rules. So living your life as a centaur must be one long sustained crunch because the abs on these folks are absurd.
They are absurd.
Are you looking at them now?
Do you think? Yeah, I am. They got some sexy looking centaurs up here. I'm not gonna lie. Do you think they exercise by like dropping their waist, like doing a crunch, or do you
They
think
do standing
they're-
abs.
Yeah, or do you think they're just naturally like upright?
They're just pulling like one of these.
They bring. their- She's bringing her hoof up to like her abs. I don't know. Because yeah, the abs are there.
The arms make sense.
The arms
The
make sense.
chest makes sense. The
chest
back makes sense. The abs, you can't lay down as a horse and crunch.
Oh, so do they sleep standing up?
I'm sure they sleep like, well, sometimes horses lay on their side. I've seen that.
Okay.
They don't get in a bed.
They
That's
don't get
for
in a
sure.
bed.
Okay, number 3, rides. Do you remember when it was so cool when one of your friends got a car?
It's still cool when you guys get a car.
But not in the way. Okay, now
Not
imagine.
in the way of like, take me to the mall.
Take
Alicia
Alicia and I
to
to
Burger King. Yeah.
And what I imagine is like that 1980s equivalent of like when your crush has a motorcycle. I want you to imagine that your crush is the motorcycle.
A vroom vroom, baby. This is some kind of like meatloaf, like my hair's flying in the back behind me. Vroom vroom. Okay. Some bat out of hell shit.
And then point number 4, big penis.
Big penis.
Which this one seems very straightforward, and I don't really feel like I have to elaborate on it.
Too big?
Well, point number 1 for not hot is big penis. Ow!
Yeah.
I'm little.
I'm not 7 foot.
We can only be so big. It takes so much.
I'm a tiny little lady.
Number 2, ticks.
Ooh, yeah. Right? They would just get ticks.
And like all those like kind of animal bugs and diseases. So like Lyme disease.
No, they wouldn't get Lyme disease.
Why
From
would it?
deer?
Deer ticks?
I guess
And then
that's
you get
from
Lyme
ticks,
disease?
right?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Fleas?
Fascinating. I can't think of a good retort.
Number 3, stink. So it's like all animals, humans included, have a stink. And horse stink is like not as bad as some farm animal stink, like pig stink or cow stink. But I want you to add that to the oniony scent of man stink and multiply it by like, I'm 7 feet. I can't fit in a shower. I'm so many hands high. Squared by, there's not a toilet big enough to swallow my dark business.
So you think you get 2 stinks?
I think you get double stinks.
Wow.
I think there's like your flesh stink in the many ways that like humans on the different parts of their body have different stink. Foot stink is different than armpit stink.
That is true.
This is the
You can
content
stink all over.
you guys really wanted, huh? You're like
They
so
were
excited.
begging for this.
All right, and final is attitude. So as we'll get into later, centaurs are kind of known for being wild. They'll kill their own kin, make a weekend hobby of stealing women. These guys are like a little more complex
Yeah.
than what we've been led to believe.
Yeah. That's a good point. And this goes back to, the question I know the audience once answered. Is it bestiality? She just wants to give you a good answer, and that's why she's sighing so deeply, not because I bring something so ridiculous to her. No. I think no. Standing firm.
If you have sex with an alien, is it bestiality? Intergalactic alien.
I think it depends on the alien.
Interspecies sex of any kind, is that bestiality?
When you say it like that, yes, it is. But I'm thinking like if there's an alien, but it's like kind of treated more as like a pet, then yes.
Okay.
But if there's like maybe like, there's no way to really defend this because you can just say this about any animal. But if there's like a language and like a governance and like a.
So sex with ants isn't bestiality because they have a queen and a home.
That's the hill I'll die on.
Culture.
They do have a culture. Okay, but I think aliens is a little too complicated. Back to centaurs.
Okay.
Bottom half, horse. Top half, with the brain, is a human, more divine human, but like a human brain. So maybe if the brain match good, sex okay.
Okay, so you put the brain in the horse.
You can't. I don't want to have sex with a horse. Horses scare me. This conversation's already terrifying. My mom listens to this podcast.
Baby witches. If you're still on the fence about whether or not you're going to bring your centaur boyfriend to the holiday festivities, let me introduce you to some centaur culture and history. Because as Alicia said, these guys, they come from somewhere.
Yeah. And we can learn something from them.
We can learn something. It's called learning. So, centaurs, ever heard of them? Person on top, horse on bottom, horse on top, something entirely different. Don't get them confused.
Got it.
The most widely held theory about their ontological origins, which is the start of their origins, is that some kind of non-writing culture in the Aegean world during the Bronze Age, so somewhere around here, that's like the right side of Greece, where it's like Greece and then there's like Turkey. Mm-hmm. In the Aegean Sea, somewhere around there, encountered a people that had a culture of horseback riding, probably some kind of nomadic group, and the people that had never seen this before, it appeared as if the riders were half man, half horse. Okay, so this is some kind of miscommunication or misunderstanding. I have a counter note to that. So this wiki theory, I believe, Turkey, speaks of speculation since humans are not that dumb. They understand, they're really good. We as humans are really good at separating humans and animals. We have human-animal hybrids that exist in culture. So we have the Sphinx, the Minotaur, internet cat girls that you jerk off to. And humans, like I said, they're very good at discerning. They're very good at separating and organizing things. It's just part of how their brain works. And if I had a ferret in my hand and I held it in front of me, would you be like, oh, it's the ferret man? Or would it be, there's a man holding a ferret?
Depends how much you love these ferrets.
Where am I putting him?
He just always has a ferret. That's the ferret man.
So what's interesting about this story in particular, and I kind of like am seppukuing on this hill for it, is that it was used as a way to infantilize the Aztecs after Spanish conquistadors massacred their society. So conquistadors like Bernal Diaz de Castillo wrote after the fact that the Aztecs believed Cortez to be a second coming of Quetzalcoatl, and that they believed that Spanish cavalry were half-beast hybrids, all of which was largely overblown and used intentionally to portray these people as like awestruck savages. When like, yes, horses had not been in the Americas since before the Spanish immigration. Mm-hmm. However, they're not idiots. Like they know animal, and it would have become obvious when the cavalrymen got off of the horses, if nothing else, to piss. Like, they would have figured it out.
Yes. But if they're at a distance, and listen, you're nearsighted, farsighted, I'm nearsighted. Most people are some kind of blind.
Okay, so they didn't have glasses back then, but I also think that there were less blind-ass people back then.
I don't know. We don't know that, though.
Well, so many people are nearsighted now because of cell phones.
Well, listen.
And then the people that would have been
little
born
tablet kids out there
with poor eyesight would not have survived.
I just think maybe in the distance, you would be like, that's a horseman.
It's totally possible, but I don't think it's the origin of this myth.
Okay.
I think that there is just a propensity for humans to be like, okay, how fucking sick would it be? Horse body, human up top, ripped. Put it on the list. And it's like up there with like snake woman ?
Ooh, no, thank you.
Okay. So then where did they come from in mythology though? Right?
That
like
is the question.
This is kind of what we're interested in. So this is story time.
Ooh, yay.
Ixion, king of Lapis of Thessaly, a semi-historical, semi-legendary people, was in hot water. Ixion is married to a beautiful woman named Dia. Only convinced his father-in-law Dionys of the match with a not historical, fully legendary, massive motherfucking dowry.
Hell yeah.
When it came time to pay up, Ixion sort of just shrugged his shoulders and said, my bad, and then went off to diddle his new bride.
Consensually, hopefully.
Ah, dear Lord, please. I think it was some sort of trait. So now Dionys decided he wasn't going to take this lying down and snuck into the barn of his son-in-law to steal several of his horses. Upon realizing some of his horses were missing, King Ixion was furious. How could his father-in-law double-cross his double-cross? Then he got a scheme, a wonderfully terrible idea. Pretending to allow bygones to be bygones, King Ixion invited his father-in-law to his home for dinner. And while he was giving him the grand tour, pushed his father-in-law into a pit of hot coals, killing him dead, graveyard dead.
Well, he double-crossed the double-cross.
It's like we're orbiting some sort of dark
energy.
essence.
Yeah.
Now, baby witches, do you remember our episode where we talked about Xenia, the Greek moral code of good hosting?
Okay, where's this going? This is not good hosting.
The whole premise of that is that you should treat everyone who comes into your house as if Zeus himself were arriving at your door in disguise. So it's not only that Ixion killed his kin, killed his father-in-law, but he also killed his house guest.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Double crimes. And this was so disturbing that Ixion contracted a serious case of miasma. So I didn't know this until now, but miasma was considered in ancient Greece to be a real psychic contamination that could spread to others.
Oh, no.
In The Great Transformation by Karen Armstrong, it's described as a contagious power that has an independent life of its own. Until purged by the sacrificial death of its wrongdoer, society would be chronically infected by catastrophe. Like, you do one bad thing, you contract this psychic disease, and then it's like your home, your family, your town, your country is like forsaken by the gods.
Wow, it's like the ultimate karma.
Yes. So it is literally so contagious that people have been put to death to protect entire communities. And Ixion, he has miasma, but his neighbors, who are royal, are so disgusted by his violation of Xenia, killed his house guest, that they refuse to perform a cleansing ceremony to rid him of it. Instead, they just banish him, sending him to roam the countryside alone. They're
Not
like,
my neighborhood.
You're not our king anymore.
Wow. Damn.
Now, Ixion is an asshole.
Yeah.
But apparently, he's a very pitiable asshole when he's down on his luck. He's sadly stomping around in the wilderness. There's no food, no country. He's so pitiful that Zeus starts to feel kind of bad for the guy.
Ugh. Daddy Zeus, you don't have to.
The king of the gods floats down to Ixion, performs the catharsis, purifying him of his miasma. And he's like, let me show you how it's done. You come to my house. I'll show you all about Xenia. We will feast. You'll meet my family. And you just need to be taught what's right and what's wrong, adult man.
Zeus is just a guy's guy. He just really wants to hang out with the boys.
Do you think that's what it is?
That's absolutely what it is.
You don't think he has enough male companionship up there?
Yeah, but this one, he's just a weak, sad boy.
Okay, so Ixion is invited to Mount Olympus. He walks up those Olympian steps, sits down at the table, and across from him sits the queen of the gods, Hera. And she's gorgeous.
Of course.
And she's funny.
Of course.
And she's charming.
I mean, we love her.
And Ixion gets another idea.
Okay.
This Zeus guy, he doesn't know how lucky he has it. A smoke show like Hera needs to be with a real man, me, Ixion.
This man we just found on the street?
This homeless man?
Banished by town and country?
He's like, I got a lot of good qualities, okay?
All right, all right.
So throughout the night, he's making passes at Hera, trying to lure her into an extramarital affair. In some cases, he tries to sexually assault her.
That's not good.
And Zeus is so offended that Ixion would defile his generous act
Of Xenia,
that he decides
once again,
he's
the worst guest.
He doesn't
worst
learn.
host, worst guest.
that he decides he's going to trick Ixion. So Zeus fashions a cloud into the form of Hera and sets her loose on Ixion. This cloud nymph was named Nephele. And Ixion fucks the cloud.
Okay, sure, that was great.
And down upon Thessaly rains his seed,
Okay.
from which sprout centaurs and Imbros. Now, that's where the first centaur comes from. But what happens to Ixion?
I mean, that is the question.
Well, when the boner cloud lifts and Ixion has proven to Zeus that he's trying to pork a married woman, Zeus banishes him, and Hermes ties Ixion to a flaming spinning wheel, burning and rolling about the universe, sometimes Hades, for eternity. He's still
rolling.
there. They see me rolling. Ah! Yeah, forever.
Wow.
Fucking Sisyphusian style.
Damn, that's a fucking punishment, my dude.
Okay, but now we have centaurs.
Yeah, and I don't think they deserve that.
Well, we have one centaur,
Okay.
and he doesn't have a dad.
Oh.
He's just alone out there with his brother thing, who we're going to get to in a minute. But for many, Centaurus, who is the centaur born from Ixion, is the first centaur, burst from the ground, parentheses and seed, fully formed. For others, Centaurus is a malformed, severely hunched, socially awkward man who doesn't get along with other humans. He's like a weird guy. And so he flees to the mountains where he discovers that he has a special sexual appetite for actual horses.
So if you're a centaur, is it bestiality?
He's actually literally like biologically half guy, half horse.
So maybe not.
So maybe not.
Maybe not.
Centaurus, who is either a man or a horse, mates with the Magnesian mares on Mount Pelion, creating a new race called centaurs that are known also as the Ixionidae.
Okay.
named after their grandfather. So Centaurus, son of Ixion, is the father of the centaurs that roamed Thessaly. But Ixion apparently also had another son, Lapithes. Genealogically, the lineage of Lapithes and Centaurus is a little muddy because some sources call them twins, some sources call them half-brothers, and some sources say that they're both the brothers of Apollo and Still, I don't get these Greek names, but that's okay because they're all dead. So Lapithes is not half horse. He's kind of a nondescript mortal man. And if you remember, that's also the name of Ixion's people in Thessaly. So, okay. Lapithes and Centaurus are at least related. And because of this, the Lapithes people and the Centaurs, after which, have regular interactions.
Family.
Yes, they're Thanksgiving, someone dies, if there's a funeral,
Easter.
And very specifically, if there are weddings. Centaurs are invited to the royal wedding of Perithous and Hippodama. During the wedding, it becomes increasingly clear that the centaurs cannot hold their liquor. Glass after glass, they become more and more intoxicated. And if the centaurs inherited anything from their father and forefather, it was their propensity for popping a boner.
Oh my God.
And one centaur, usually identified as Eurydion, sometimes called Eurytus, became so overwhelmed by lust, he attempted to carry off the bride.
As a future bride, I am scared.
Right. Who is the most likely to be Eurydion at your wedding? Pick you up, take you
No one
away.
is 7 feet tall, thank God. Oh, can't even imagine.
You don't think anyone's going to be like, object?
Because we asking for opinions.
Right. So this caused a stir and incited more stir. And all of a sudden, we're in the whirlpool. And soon centaurs are hauling off women and boys left and right. The Lapithes people fought back. And among the wedding party, champions such as Theseus, like Minotaur-slaying Theseus, gathered the guests, said, pick up what you can. Chairs, forks, wine bottles, serving bowls. Some guy had a big rock. And after a bloody battle, the Lapithes people drove the centaurs out of the city and into the mountains.
Banished.
So wait, are all centaurs descendants from this one guy who couldn't keep it in his pants? Well, all centaurs come from horny boys, but there's a branch of centaurs not related to Ixion. They're related to Zeus, and they do look a little bit different.
And he is a horny boy. You're right.
He is 100% a horny boy, the king of horny boys. The centaur tribe of Cyprus is a little less well known, and it comes to us 1,000 years after most of the major myths were written in the 5th century CE. It's written by Nonnus of Panopolis, who is known for the Dionysiaca. You know, that book that we all love, the last and longest surviving epic poem from Greco-Roman antiquity. And for his poetic...
The Dionysiaca?
Gross what you just said. That sounds like some kind of autoimmune disorder that old people get.
Yeah.
And he also is famous for his poetic paraphrase of the Gospel of John. So he's kind of like a double dipper. He's in all of these different theological realms. Mm-hmm. In the epic of...
Dionysiaca?
Stop it.
Gross.
Zeus became infatuated with Aphrodite. Unlike many myths where Zeus successfully seduces or assaults someone, here Aphrodite escapes his meaty clutches. And I present to you our horny boy of the day, so horny and also so angry. And he's so angry that he fucking comes all over Cyprus. Sorry, Linda. And then out of the ground, like so many beautiful daffodils, sprouts a race of horned centaurs.
I want it to be noted that when I brought up centaurs, I had no idea
How
it was
fucking
gonna get
horny
so
it was going to
foul.
be. What did you expect?
Not this, but I'm not a horse girl. So like I wasn't going in with that mindset. And if I had like taken a step to the left and been like, wait, what do horse girls like? Of course this was going to get nasty.
Yeah, they're horny girls. So a different kind of horn. Why are this race of centaurs horny? Well, it's not just any horn. They're bull horns, and bulls are strongly associated with Zeus because of
Wait, do they have horns?
virility. Yes, so they have horns.
Oh, I don't think I realized that. Maybe they don't. in
Oh,
Harry
no,
Potter.
just this race of
Oh,
centaurs.
just this race. Okay.
This specifics from Cyprus.
Oh, fascinating.
Plus, Cyprus preserves religious traditions influenced by both Greek and Near Eastern cultures, many of which emphasize horn divinity and fertility symbols. Horns also signify raw virility, divine power, and untamed nature. It's kind of like in Spain when they do these bullfights or the running of the bulls, it's this man against nature, man against beast.
Yeah.
In the way that I assume Americans are so obsessed with bears, right? Like it's like we're a
Are
very
we obsessed with bears?
I think we are. I think we have a bear obsessed. You have a bear on your flag.
They're just really cool animals.
Thus, the ox horns may make the Cyprian centaurs even more overt symbols of sexual potency than ordinary centaurs, which is crazy because those guys are very horny. And that's kind of it. There's like not a lot of fun stories about the Cyprian centaurs. They run into Aphrodite at one point because Cyprus is like her island. And surprisingly, they're very respectfully infatuated with her. They honor her and serve her because their becoming, their reason for being is out of this like affection and attraction to her. So they're like naturally drawn to her.
Interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
Okay, that's so fascinating. And so now we know all this information. We know like the lore, the history of the centaur. And I just want to know like what's the symbolism? What's the good stuff about it? So the centaur is actually one of mythology's most powerful symbols because it embodies that tension you were talking about between our animal instincts and our higher human consciousness. It's like constantly at war with each other. So with the upper body of a human, lower body of a horse, the centaur represents the dual nature of humanity, that we are creatures driven by desire, emotion, and survival, yet we are also capable of reason, self-awareness, and moral choice. In ancient Greek mythology, most centaurs were portrayed as wild, impulsive, and unruly beings who lived beyond the boundaries of civilized society. They symbolize the untamed forces of nature and the passions that can overwhelm us when left unchecked. Yet they're not all mood and gloom. And this is showcased by a famous centaur, a name you've definitely heard before, Chiron.
Oh, yeah. I know that guy.
That guy. While most centaurs were depicted as wild, drunk, and ruled by their impulses, Chiron was known for his intelligence, compassion, and self-discipline. He lived in a cave on Mount Pelion, where he devoted himself to studying medicine, music, astronomy, hunting, prophecy, and the healing arts. He is a Renaissance man. We love him. And because of his vast knowledge, many of Greece's greatest heroes were sent to him for training, including guys like Achilles, Jason, Asclepius, and Heracles. Yes, Heracles meaning Hercules.
Hercules. Also, you've got all these like beautiful Greek names, and then you just have Jason.
I know. Jason and the Argonauts.
Like I know, but it's almost like whenever you run into like all of these sort of ancient names, and then it's like Paul, which is very charming.
And Jim Bob.
And James. Ah!
Chiron's story is particularly compelling because of the irony at its heart. He was considered the greatest healer in the world, and yet he suffered a wound that he could not heal himself. According to the myth, Chiron was accidentally struck by one of Heracles' poisoned arrows. So this arrow was dipped with the venom of a hydra, making the wound incurable. God. Just like eating him from the inside, basically.
Killing your mentor.
So rude.
Your mentor, some would say.
Oh, very good. Clap, clap.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Because Chiron was immortal, he could not die, but he could also never recover.
God.
He truly got fucked. He was forced to live with chronic pain and suffering despite possessing all the knowledge and skill needed to heal other people. It was just this one hydra poison arrow. This paradox transformed Chiron into one of mythology's most enduring archetypes, the wounded healer. His story suggests that our deepest wounds often become our greatest sources of wisdom and compassion. Rather than allowing his suffering to make him bitter, Chiron continued to teach, heal, and guide others, give them the knowledge. And in modern psychology, especially the work of Carl Jung and later Jungian thinkers, the wounded healer archetype became a symbol of therapists, healers, teachers, and mentors who draw upon their own experiences of pain to help others navigate theirs. And in astrology, we love astrology, Chiron has truly taken on a life of its own. So there's the celestial body Chiron, and it was discovered in 1977 by an astronomer named Charles T. Kowal. It was initially classified as an asteroid, but scientists later noticed it occasionally developed like a coma around it, which is like a cloud of gas and dust usually associated with comets, but also like asteroids and comets, different. categorically different. So today, Chiron is classified as both a minor planet and a comet-like object, making it the first known member of a class of objects called centaurs.
Oh, what?
And these are called centaurs because they're half comet, half asteroid. Look at these scientists just being like, just throw that shit together, call it a fucking centaur.
They're so cute.
They are. Those astronomers. Okay, so back to astrology. In astrology, an individual's Chiron placement is said to reveal a deep emotional wound or area of vulnerability that may never fully disappear, but can become a source of growth, empathy, and purpose. Unlike the planets, which often describe strengths or drives, Chiron points to where we hurt and how we might transform that hurt into wisdom. And there's also this idea of a Chiron return, your Chiron return, which occurs around age 50 to 51. And that's when Chiron returns to the position it occupied in your birth chart. Similar to the more famous Saturn return, the Chiron return is thought to mark a significant period of healing, reflection, and integration. This is your midlife crisis. This is when you get the car.
No, this is when I'm in menopause. My God, these poor women, they're going through their centaur return and their body is betraying them.
Chiron return, not centaur return.
The return of the centaur.
I like this idea that they just morph into something else. Chiron return.
Sorry.
People often report confronting long-standing wounds, reassessing their life story, and discovering new meaning and experiences that once felt purely painful. And we talked about that we know what our Chiron is. It's in Leo. And Marcel's Chiron is actually in Cancer. So we should definitely do a mini at some point on the Patreon where we explore our wounds. We've done this?
Yeah, we did that.
We've done so many fucking episodes on this Patreon. I cannot keep up.
You don't remember?
No. What's my wound? I don't remember.
Well, we were talking about how and we can cut this. We talked about, Marcel's and ours, being in Leo, and this, also idea of, that the Leo wants to be a star. And there's, this idea of, the weight of, importance, needing to be important and to be a star and to be recognized and be seen.
What have we not talked about on the Patreon? How do we still have a Patreon?
Apparently, centaurs.
That is crazy. But we're not out of the woods yet with famous centaurs. One of the most notable centaurs is Nessus, a centaur whose story centers on betrayal, manipulation, and revenge. All sexy buzzwords. After attempting to abduct Heracles' wife, why would you steal Hercules' wife?
That is insane. Let's just steal God's wife.
Yeah.
Let's take Zeus's wife,
But
Heracles'
to be fair,
wife.
Ixion, grandpa, had bad ideas too.
The power of the boner.
Yeah.
Intoxicating.
So he wanted to abduct Heracles' wife, whose name is Deianira. Nessus, after trying to do this, he was mortally wounded by, guess what? One of Hercules' poisoned arrows. So it seems like Hercules was just willing to attack anything that moves. So get out of his fucking way. As Nessus lay dying, he convinced Deianira that his blood could be used as a love potion to ensure Hercules' fidelity. So Deianira doesn't think her husband is cheating, but one never does know in ancient Greece, So when Nessus dies, Deianira takes his blood, just in case. Probably won't need it. We'll just see. It's a good thing to have, right? It's fine. 8 years later, she suspects something foul may be afoot with Hercules.
Mira.
I mean, he's gone for such large chunks of time, fighting all these things. He's like a hero. Women probably fall over backwards for him, So she's like, okay, we're just gonna, make sure it doesn't happen. So she dabs a little of the blood on a robe for her husband. And it doesn't reveal if Hercules has been cheating or not, but instead it causes the agonizing death of Hercules.
But was he cheating and did he deserve it?
We don't know if he was cheating. But in Nessus's defense, Hercules can't cheat now. He can't fucking do that now.
He stays home.
He dead.
On the weekends.
He is dead. So, we all won, except really no one won. Nessus is dead. Hercules is dead. Deianira's husband is dead. Really no one won.
No.
But a good revenge story. That's the long con. That's like a Scorpio way of getting what you want with revenge.
What was, as you were telling the story, I was fully God, that's I want to do that.
Like, leave your blood.
Leave my, like, trick someone and then I just leave my
trick
blood. And I just want to trick.
I just want to trick people. But because of this story, Nessus is often interpreted as a symbol of toxic relationships, abuse of power, and manipulation disguised as love. So those lingering consequences of harmful actions. His myth serves as a warning about the destructive potential of resentment and vengeance within relationships.
Boo! Vengeance is great.
Vengeance is fun. Another important centaur is Pholus, whose mythology is much quieter but equally meaningful. Unlike many centaurs, Pholus was known for his hospitality and kindness. He's got the xenia.
Yeah.
He loves to throw a party. However, he also has a tale with Hercules. So how is this going to fucking end, I wonder?
Is it before he's dead or after?
Pholus was hosting Hercules at one point, and then he opened a sacred jar of wine. You know, we just went out like, let's have a little wine. Just a tiny little bit. The scent of this wine, which is divine, but it attracted the nearby centaurs and sparked a violent conflict that spiraled out of control.
Oh my God.
Like pirates, centaurs also love to be drunk, as we learned, and they're bad at it.
Yeah, yeah.
But listen to this. These centaurs were getting rowdy and vicious, and Hercules needed to protect his host, Pholus. So he grabbed his bow and poisoned arrows and drove the centaurs off. Pholus was very grateful. Thank you. They didn't destroy my like hobbit house. Not a hobbit house. They're tall, so he needs a big house.
Yeah.
My little cave. I get to have this wine now. We're doing great. But later, while examining one of Hercules' poisoned arrows, because centaurs are intellectuals and they love learning about new things and like how things work, Pholus accidentally drops it on his hoof. And he dies. How many centaurs have been killed by Hercules' poisoned arrow?
It's almost comical at this point.
At this point, it's like crazy.
I'm like, rule of threes.
I
There
know.
can't be any more.
I know. So because a seemingly small action, opening the jar of wine, triggered a series of life-changing events, Pholus has become a symbol of the butterfly effect. The idea that a minor decision can have enormous and unforeseen consequences. In modern spiritual and astrological interpretations, Pholus often represents catalytic moments that alter the course of a person's life. So after these few stories, though, I needed to go on a different tangent. And mine was like, what is Hercules' deal with these centaurs?
It's got to be some kind of like terrible curse, right?
Like, he was dirty with centaurs. They're like everywhere. Did he do anything else? He's just fucking with these centaurs all the time.
And cheating on his wife
And
apparently.
cheating on his wife, allegedly. And we don't know if Hercules enjoyed the company of centaurs or even like liked them in general. But he did like Chiron quite a lot. Like Chiron was one of the few adult figures in Greek mythology who helped shape Hercules before he became famous for his 12 labors. And because of this, Hercules viewed Chiron as a respected teacher and mentor and not like a monster like the rest of ancient Greece did. Because the rest of ancient Greece is like, that's half man, half horse. That's very scary. He tall.
He steal my
abs,
wife.
Arms big. So Hercules had a lot in common with the centaurs. So they both represented immense physical power because Hercules is very strong. I hope you have all seen the movie. Yes, the animated film. I hope you have. And there's a connection with them to the natural world. Centaurs were creatures of the wilderness, living beyond the boundaries of civilization, and Hercules himself often operated at the edges of society. He wore animal skins, wandered through forests and mountains, and was known for his extraordinary appetites, passions, and strength. In some ways, Hercules embodied the same tension that centaurs represented, that struggle between civilized behavior and just primal instinct. It's not hard to imagine why he might have felt like a kinship to them.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're like, these are my people. Like, they understand me and struggle with the same things that I struggle with.
Yeah, just in different ways.
A different flavor, a different tone.
And this creates an interesting pattern in these myths. Hercules often seems drawn to the best qualities embodied by certain centaurs. The wisdom from Chiron, the hospitality from Pholus, but repeatedly finds himself in conflict with the more chaotic and violent aspects of the centaur nature. Mythologically, this mirrors Hercules' own life. He was constantly struggling to master his immense strength and temper. The centaurs can almost be seen as reflections of different parts of himself. Chiron representing discipline and wisdom, while the wilder centaurs represented those instincts and impulses he was always trying to control within himself.
That's so sad.
And then he killed a bunch of them. So, I mean, don't be too sad for him.
But then I'm almost like, if they do represent on some level, like mirrors of himself, his like kind of repeated pattern of accidentally killing them and then being killed by one indirectly.
Yeah.
Because of, I don't know, like it's just a fascinating way of like all the ways that we kind of kill other little parts of ourselves and the ways that we punish others for the ways that they mirror back the parts of us that we don't like.
Yes. I definitely think you're onto something there.
Am I onto something?
I think you're onto something. But okay, enough about Hercules. Back to one more famous centaur. And this centaur is named Hylanome. She, yes, she was one of the few female centaurs mentioned in classical mythology. She was deeply devoted to her partner, the centaur Cylaris. And during a battle between the centaurs and the Lapiths, Cylaris was killed, and Hylanome, overwhelmed by grief, chose to die alongside him.
Oh my God.
Her story is one of profound love and mourning, making her a symbol of devotion, heartbreak, and the emotional challenges that accompany loss. Modern interpretations often view Hylanome as an archetype of grief and the struggle to maintain one's sense of self after losing someone deeply loved. So still that kind of like that wildness when you're feeling that like immense loss where you've lost control.
And it's very much like we were talking the other day about how like there is nothing that makes you feel more alive than unrequited love.
Yes.
And that is a wildness, like being wild with.
And it's like an ache.
It's an ache.
Yeah.
Grief is also a wildness.
Absolutely. And so something that I thought was really interesting about all of this was wild centaur bad. Smart, nice, easy, gentle, humanized centaur good. And that does seem to be how all of these myths were presented in ancient Greece and ancient Rome, was like, you have to watch out for like the wild beast. You have to tame these parts of yourself so that you can fit in society and profit from like this society and our civilization. So there's something here, and I don't know what it is either, because I was thinking about it with the Battle of the Centaurs, but this idea of like you have to tame the beast. But is it you have to tame the beast because, one, things would just be fucking out of control and ridiculous to deal with? Or is it to like, you have to be molded into something that makes sense for a civilization to continue?
And a lot of those beliefs are like untamed behavior we associate with masculinity, unchecked masculinity. And Hylanome aside, I think all of them are like something happens and it's like unlocked. The beast is unlocked within the centaurs. They are drinking and it's unlocked. They smell the wine and it's unlocked. They see a beautiful woman and they like flip this switch.
Yeah.
And it almost reinforces this kind of cultural belief that we also have here in the West is like men are animals and you can't like dangle meat in front of them and expect them not to take a bite.
Yeah.
Which is like a very kind of young, immature way of looking at
The rape victim, what was she wearing?
Yes.
Not like, this man should not be raping anyone. Why would he rape anyone? Yeah.
it's his wife.
Yeah.
What are men owed? What are partners owed?
And it's interesting with Hylanome, the one time that happens, it was like heartache, grief, where like a woman kind of like La Llorona style, like goes wild.
And is that because that's a woman's wildness? Like we view men angry, women sad.
Yeah.
Men smart, women easily taken by the devil. Like it is this dichotomy of their nature. And it's also interesting to view angry and sad as two two sides of a magnet.
Yeah.
When like I don't know if they actually are.
It was also like, what else is she's already in this war. She's in this fight against the humans. And she kills herself because the person she loves died. What, you wanted her to kill more people? Like, what do you want from this story? What's the
Yeah.
other end of that story? It's like, you want her to get over it? What? Let the woman be sad. Let girls be sad.
Let girls, you're pretty happy for a sad girl. No, that's not right. You're pretty sad for a girl so in love.
That's what love does to you. It makes you sad, and that's the beauty of it.
I don't know. I also think that centaurs, they also like exist on the margins of society. Like they don't really talk about like, here's the centaur's king and here's the centaur's laws and here's the centaur.
Yeah.
Like they definitely live as like these wild animals, but then they have these interests in like arts and music and stuff like that. I can't remember if it's Follis, but someone plays like a harp or something like that. And the idea that there are these people that kind of look like us but aren't like us, but live without all of the modernity of society and civilization, and they're somehow stronger than us. Like they're innately bigger and stronger and greater than us. It's almost like society also makes you weak.
Yeah.
Something about civilization makes you soft.
And these animals are out there with like their brute strength and animal instincts, all of that. It makes you strong. It's fascinating. That like dichotomy, man versus beast, that whole like idea that I don't really believe in. Because I think little polar bears just want kissies on the face too.
Baby, don't be doing that. That's crazy.
They just want little kisses on the face as well.
But and then that's another thing is like the innate earthling desire to like connect with people outside your species. You have an animal in your home. You have a little animal that hangs out here.
Yeah, and she does magic with us, and she's good at it.
She's really good at it. And like, there's all of those pictures of capybaras like hanging out with other animals and like dogs playing with baby deer. It's like our natural inclination as like the cohabitators of this planet to be together. And then we also must like reckon that with like the unfortunate nature of the transfer of energy, which is that we also must destroy each other to continue living. And within the centaur myth, it almost seems like they've collapsed that because he's both man and beast. And there's some kind of friction or conflict where like he doesn't know where he's meant to be because he's both, all of these centaurs on some level are both part of society and not, you know, they're in the mountains.
Yeah.
And they're horny.
And that truly ends us with like the last question that I really want you guys to think for yourself and let us know what your thoughts are. Centaurs? Hot or not?
Hot or not? Not for me, but I respect. It's kind of like there's a lot of people in the world where I'm like, that is a hot, beautiful person. And I don't need to be near them.
She's married. Stay away.
Stay away from me.
In fact, she doesn't want to be near you.
What about you?
Well, I saw some of those pictures on the internet and they're pretty hot. I was like, okay, this is changing my whole opinion.
Take these fucking udders
Oh
out.
my gosh. And let's talk about some other fucking hot people. We've got our producer, Marcel Perez. He's my fiance. We've got Mallory Jordan, our creative director. She's our really close friend. And Kevin McLeod. I don't know what you look like, dude. Let's look up what you look like. But you're hot in our heart regardless.
Talent is hot.
Talent is sexy. And he does the music for the intro and the outro of each episode. It's so good. And he's hot. He looks like a nice guy.
Listen, I'm into that Skinner aesthetic.
That is true. You are. You really are.
I'd also really like to thank anyone who's written a very aesthetic podcast review on Apple Podcast or wherever they are. These podcasts that we make, we put them places and they're on Amazon.
They're everywhere.
They're all over the place.
We're all over the internet.
So, Baby Witches, something that you could do for Alicia and I in this new season is if you have not already, please write a review for our podcast. We do not advertise. We work entirely off of word of mouth. And we are only doing this and continue to do this because of the efforts of you, baby witches, who have shared this podcast and said, hey, you're into centaurs and weird horny mythology. I think you'll love this episode.
And if you want to know me, who's definitely into centaurs and weird horny mythology, I'm on Instagram at Alicia.Herder. And if you want to know where Terra is,
I'm horny and I'm at her lovely face.
but don't talk to her.
Don't talk
to her about that, please. Like, I'm trying to keep her marriage together. And you know what? If you want to find our creative producer, Marcel, he's on Instagram at Hey Marcel Perez. The podcast is also on Instagram at Witch Yes. It's so much fun and witchy over there. We also have a Discord server. They're great.
They're so wonderful. They're so
wonderful.
funny.
Join that. You can just look for the link in our show notes section. You can join the Discord there. If you don't like the socials, you can always contact us via email at witchesspodcast@gmail.com.
And baby witches, here, I'm going to fucking log into our Patreon.
Oh,
I want you to know something.
she's going to tell us exactly when we did the Chiron episode.
Baby witches, the last few episodes have been fucking amazing. We had an episode about creativity, are ideas alive? Where does the energy of creation come from? We have an episode about midheaven.
Yeah.
And like, if you're really into astrology, but like it's hard to understand and you just want a friend to talk to you about it, we have a full episode about that. We have an episode about spontaneous human combustion,
Which was bizarre.
insane. We have an episode about Dolores Cannon, who created the starseed movement. We have an episode about the numerology of each year. Jane Stanford, if there is anything that is mildly connected to this special interest that you and Alicia and I all share, which is spooky content, it's on there. And I think that you'll love it. It's $5. For $5, you get access to all of this and the generated content after that. And you want to know who else gets that content? No one.
No one.
It's special for you.
Exclusive, baby.
And extremely. You also get like a special part of the Discord. Like there's so much available to you. And in this time when we all really need to feel connected and we all really need to feel like we matter to each other, this is a place where you can matter. This Discord, this witchcraft community, this Patreon. Go into the link in our show notes or go to www.patreon.com/witch. Yes, we made it so easy. Join for a season.
See how you like it. You'll love it.
You're going to love it. And I guess that means that this has been
Witch Yes. All right, Nikki says bye.
Cece timed out. I'm Terra again. Where am I? Did we do the episode?
It was so good.
What did she say? Did she say I'm horny?
She said lots of shit.
No.
This is still Nikki, though. Bye, bitches. See you next time.